And now we're ready for Gene Krupa's life story. As fine a melodrama as ever appeared on the board, sir. We call it Rhythm Conquers All. We raised the curtain on the parlor of the Krupa home in Chicago one afternoon some 20 years ago. The 9 little Krupas are home from school and in the middle of the daily piano practice marathon.
Okay, Julius, your turn now.
Oh, come on, Jewel. Quit hogging the piano. Give somebody else a chance.
That's enough. I gotta practice. It's my turn now.
Go away. No fair. Mother says I gotta practice.
Stop it,
All right,
children.
go
Now
away.
stop it, will you? Going crazy. There'll be no more music lessons in this house.
But, Pop, what about me? I haven't even started yet.
And you're not going to start, Gene, my boy. Your 9 brothers and sister have all had piano lessons. And no sign of a pederasty in the family yet. I guess the odds are just against us.
You see, so right at the start, they stopped Gene Krupa from taking music lessons. But they couldn't keep him from wanting to play drums. Wherever there was a set of traps, there you'd find young Krupa. And that's how we happened to find him at the age of 13, jerking sodas in the Wisconsin Beach Gardens, a little dance hall near Madison, Wisconsin. Between dance sets, his idol, the drummer, sometimes shows him how to use the sticks like this.
No, Gene, now listen. It's like this. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Right, left, right, left, left.
Like this, Mr. Wilson?
Well, that's better. Keep saying it to yourself. Every drummer does it first. Well, you better scram, kid. Time for our next number.
Oh, Gene, I got to get back to the soda fountain. But thanks a lot, Mr. Wilson.
Hurry up, kid. Double chocolate malted.
Okay, mister, right away. Oh, gee, I forgot to give these extra sticks back to Wilson. If I only had a drum. But wait, what's the matter with this counter here? Or these pipes? Or these glasses? Hey, I got that paradiddle froze. This is pretty solid.
Hey, what about my malted milk?
Where am I? Oh, gee, I forgot.
No, sir, you couldn't keep Gene Krupa from playing drums. As a matter of fact, the drummer at the Gardens collapsed that summer, and Gene filled in for him. But when his family heard about it, well, they immediately shipped him off to St. Joseph's Seminary to stop him. But I'm afraid it didn't. When he came home, he convinced his mother he just had to play drums, and it was she who bought him his first good snare drum, which, by the way, Gene still has. Now, the next person who tried to stop Gene Krupa from playing drums was the proprietor of a little nightclub in Chicago. After dance jobs, Gene used to get together with such famous musicians as Frank Teschmacher, Bix Beiderbecke, Bud Freeman, the Dorsey Brothers, and Jack Teagarden for a sort of informal jam sessions. Now, here's an example of the kind of interference Gene met next.
Hey,
listen, you guys, listen. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. You with the drums. What are you trying to do? Blast the joint wide open? Take them drums somewhere else. I'm closing up.
Hey, fellas, I know what. Bud's got his car parked outside. Let's just drive along the boulevard. Who's going to stop us?
Ladies and gentlemen, you now hear our own version of that famous Jitney Jam session. It's 3:27 a.m. An automobile is rolling along Chicago's Michigan Boulevard.
Pull over to the curb.
Oh, listen, officer. We weren't
You
doing a mile
guys,
over 40. And
you guys ought to be locked up for disturbing the peace with that racket.
Officer, we haven't got the price of a ticket among us. We're musicians. We'll play a number for you. Work out our fine that way.
Say, listen, what do you guys think I am, crazy?
Up, fellas! We got this gate swinging. He's tapping his foot. He likes it.
Well, about this time, 2 more cops breezed along, and the payoff was when the boys came home. Down Michigan Boulevard at 5 in the morning with a police escort of 3 cops and sounding something like this. Yes, sir, Gene's family tried to stop him. Nightclub proprietors tried to stop him, and even the cops. What next? Well, you get the answer in a Chicago recording studio. The recording engineer is speaking.
All right, all set for your first record date, boys?
Yeah, except that our drummer isn't here yet.
Well, hurry up. You've got to make 6 sides today.
Hey, fellas, I'm sorry to be late, but moving drums isn't carrying marbles. I'll be set up in a jiffy, though.
Hey, you. What do you think you're doing in here with that bass drum?
Well, I usually beat it.
Not on a phonograph record, you don't. The recording apparatus can't handle it.
Listen, mister, I got to play that bass drum.
Sorry, bud, no bass drums on record.
Will you just try it and see? What can you lose? Listen.
No, too much boom. It covers up the other instruments.
Hey, Gene, try hanging my coat over the drum head. Muffle it, maybe.
Okay, let's have it. Here, how does it sound now?
Well, that's better.
It's in, fellas. Let's go.
Well, nobody stopped Gene Krupa from playing those drums yet.